Hello, dear students. Our new chapter is Transportation in Plants and Animals. Transportation of materials. In order to stay alive, it is important for an organism to transport useful substances such as food, water, and oxygen to all its parts. Food is transported to all the body parts of an organism for its growth and development. It is broken down into simpler substances to release energy in the presence of oxygen. Transportation of substances in plants. Plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. To prepare their own food and to grow, plants need water, minerals, and other nutrients. The plants have a transport system called the vascular system, which transports these materials throughout the plant. The vascular system has tube like structures called the xylem vessels and the phloem vessels. The food that is prepared by the leaves need to be transported to the different parts of the plant. The water and mineral salts are absorbed by the roots and transported to various parts of the plants like stem, leaf, and flower. Xylem is a vascular tissue that is responsible for the conduction of water and minerals in a plant. Xylem thus transports water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. The upward movement of water from the root to aerial parts of the plant body is called the ascent of sap. The root pressure pushes the water up towards the stem. The capillary action then further pushes the water up the narrow tubes of the xylem. This rising of water through the narrow tubes is called the capillary action. Osmosis, a process in which water moves through a semi-permeable membrane from a region with more water molecules to a region containing less water molecules. Translocation. The food that is made by the leaves is transported to the different parts of a plant in the form of a solution by the process called translocation. Transpiration. The process by which plants lose water from their leaves in the form of water vapor through stomata is called transpiration. The process of transpiration produces a cooling effect in plants. It also helps to transport water and minerals to the top of the plant by creating a suction pull. Transportation of substances in animals. All living organisms require food for survival and to perform daily activities. The food we eat is broken down into simple substances which helps in absorption of nutrients and releases energy. Like plants, transportation of food, oxygen, and material from one part of the body to the other parts takes place in animals too. In the unicellular organisms such as amoeba, paramecium, and euglena, the transportation takes place by diffusion. Sponges and hydra are two aquatic animals which have a simpler water circulatory system for the movement of materials. Water, food particles, and oxygen enter their body through pores and the mouth. The carbon dioxide and other waste is removed from their body throughout the mouth. Human circulatory system. In humans, the circulation of nutrients, oxygen, water, and other substances takes place by the circulatory system. The circulatory system is also called cardiovascular system. The term cardiovascular is formed with the two words cardio and vascular. Cardio has originated from the Greek word cardia, meaning heart, and vasculum from a Latin word which means small vessels. Let us discuss the different components of circulatory system in detail. Blood. Blood is a special kind of fluid tissue that floats in the blood vessels. It transports substances to different parts of the body. It transports the digested food from the small intestine to all the parts of the body. Oxygen from the lungs to the body cells. Carbon dioxide from all cells to the lungs. Liquid wastes generated in the body to the kidneys for their removal. In the human body, blood is about 1/11th of the body weight. A healthy human body contains about 5 liters of blood. Plasma is a liquid component of the blood in which blood cell floats. Blood cells. There are three types of blood cells: RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. RBCs, red blood cells. They are disc shaped. They contain a red color protein called hemoglobin which absorbs the oxygen and transports it to the cells all over the body. The oxygen combines with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin. WBC, white blood cells. These are generally bigger than the red blood cells. They are lesser in number, they are of various shapes, and they generally help in destroying the foreign particles and various harmful microbes. Platelets. The platelets are responsible for the clotting of blood. In case of an injury, the platelets clot the blood and prevent further loss of blood from the body. This clotting of blood works as a defense mechanism in the human body. These are not cells but are formed by the fragmentation of large cells. Blood vessels. The blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. The blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood away from the heart are called arteries. Veins are the blood vessels that carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart from all parts of the body. And capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. The human heart. The heart is a fist-sized muscular organ located between the lungs. It normally beats 60 to 80 times a minute in normal human beings. We can feel our heartbeat when we place our hand on the chest. A doctor uses a stethoscope to listen to the human heartbeat. The heart's function is to pump blood to different parts of the body through the blood vessels. The heart is divided into four chambers. The two top chambers with thin walls are called the atria or auricles. The two lower chambers with thick muscular walls are called the ventricles. The function of the four chambers of the heart is as the right atrium receives blood rich in carbon dioxide from various parts of the body. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lungs from where carbon dioxide is removed and oxygen is absorbed. The left atrium receives the oxygen rich blood as it comes back to the heart from the lungs. The left ventricle pumps this blood to different parts of the body. The contraction of the atria and ventricle creates a sound which is called a heartbeat. One can feel this contraction if one holds the wrist with the thumb, and there is a throbbing feeling of the artery near the wrist which is called the pulse. Normal human pulse rate is 70 to 80 beats per minute. Excretion in animals. Like humans, unicellular animals also generate waste inside their bodies. This waste may include digestive waste, urea, and uric acid. Different animals have different excretory systems. The removal of waste from unicellular animals such as amoeba, hydra, and paramecium takes place through their cell membranes by the process of diffusion. Human excretory system. The food we eat is not completely digested by our digestive system. The undigested part of the food is called the waste. This waste needs to be removed from the body at regular intervals. The process of removal of waste from the human body is called excretion. The organs that help in the process of excretion are called the excretory organs. Kidney. The kidneys are the main part of the excretory system. They are bean shaped and are located in the abdominal region, one on each side of the backbone. Kidneys control the water and minerals absorbed by the body. They work like filters for the body. Blood along with the waste materials enters the kidneys. In the kidneys, the blood is filtered and purified. The waste remains in the kidneys while the purified blood is sent to other parts of the body. The waste and other materials are then sent to the urinary tract through the ureters. The ureters hold the urine. Urine is made up of 95% water, 2.5% urea, and 2.5% other wastes. Nephrons are the structural and functional units of the kidneys that filter excess waste, urea, and water from the blood. When the blood passes through the nephrons, it gets cleaned and filtered in the nephrons. The useful components such as sugars, salts, and amino acids are sent back to the kidneys for reabsorption. Dialysis. Dialysis is a process in which the toxic liquid from the body is removed artificially by machines called dialysis machines. Dialysis machines are also known as artificial kidneys. Thank you.